Major League Baseball has folded up and caved to the cancel culture.
Here's racist piece of trash Brian Kemp, governor of Georgia.
I mean, it's shocking. I agree with you completely. But why are Delta Airlines and Coca-Cola getting involved in the details of a voter fraud bill?
And a man neo-Nazis love, trust fund baby Tucker Carlson.
And why doesn't someone just say, make your little diabetes-causing soft drinks, fly your little airplanes. Why don't you stay out of democracy? Why do they think they have the right to dictate what a bill in the Georgia legislature that's nothing to do with their businesses contains?
Because Tucker, in short, it does impact their business. It was strictly a business decision to move the All-Star game.
Why are you arresting her?
It was a bad look when Georgia law enforcement arrested a black legislator for simply knocking on the door where Kemp and his cronies signed the bill.
I guess we should be boycotting them for having their headquarters in New York because that law is more restricted than ours.
Astonishingly, a moment after saying cancel culture is out of control, Governor Kemp tries canceling an entire blue state.
I mean, this is all ridiculous. This bill simply changes a signature requirement for absentee ballots and uses voter ID. We've been using voter ID, Tucker, in Georgia since the mid-2000s.
Yes, which is horrific. Voter ID is a racist ask for state legislators. And dude is gloating about it. I do find it particularly interesting how right-wing media goes on an all-out blitz of Major League Baseball and rails against cancel culture when they said absolutely nothing about their followers trying to cancel democracy on January the 6th. Yes, democracy. They tried overthrowing the entire government because their candidate lost. They facilitated the canceling of Colin Kaepernick because he took a knee to say, hey, racism is bad. Hey, we should probably look at this thing with racism in policing and the systemic racism of society. They canceled him. He's gone. He's no longer employed. Even dude who has hair transplants and spray paints his skin orange called for canceling Major League Baseball because they pulled out of Georgia for the All-Star game. Political opportunist and fake news Twitter account Caleb J. Hull tweeted, Joe Biden lied about Georgia election laws, blah, 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 WAPO, blah, 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 blah. Who gets hurt? Atlanta, where 60% of the city is people of color. Good work, everyone. This is mind-numbing stupidity. First, the Atlanta Braves moved to Cobb County. Though the Braves' new stadium will still bear an Atlanta address, thanks to a technicality. Cobb is the suburban county which contains a few different cities and others, but more importantly, has a much larger white population at 56%. Essentially, the team moved into another county in order to cater to its white fans. I do find Caleb's sudden sympathy for black folks interesting, considering Hull's a Trump-supporting racist who deployed racial epithets not once nor twice, but literally countless times. So if you're scoring at home, private big business has the right to ban Kaepernick. Private small business has the right to refuse gay couples seeking a wedding cake. Private big business has no right to move the All-Star game, wrote one of the greatest authors of our time, Howard Bryant, who has dropped nothing short of truth bombs on the TL since all this news broke. For people upset about sports applying political pressure on states, it appears they've forgotten the only reason Atlanta even has a baseball team is because in '65 the city agreed to integrate seating at Fulton County Stadium as a condition for the Braves to move, he wrote. As we stated previously, it's a business decision. Business decision. Which Howard Bryant added on to. Just got off the phone with MLB sources who all confirmed the same thing. MLB's decision to move was the result of corporate sponsor pressure. It was not the result of a player-threatened boycott. The players did not even vote on the issue. Meanwhile, Barack Obama wrote, "There's no better way for America's pastime to honor the great Hank Aaron, who always led by example." Brian adds more context, featuring a tweet from failed Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler. And the respected journalist and author wrote, "It should also be noted in '64, Hank refused to move to Atlanta because of the state's segregation. Mayor Ivan Allen, Andy Young, MLK met with Hank to convince him of their commitment to fairness, and the slogan, 'The city too busy to hate,' was a message that business is greater than racism."